Hello again, folks. This is Walnut Fox. I was going to show you some cool stuff that we can do today. And we're going to jump into 1.14.3. And there we go. To our creative test world. All right. So we're going to go over some things that you might want to put in your base today. And not a swimming villager. All right. Okay. Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to build a storage system. So that way when we have all of our ores that we collect up in here and all of our concrete that gets made over here, we don't have to put them in chests. We can run them off into an automatic sorting system. No more putting stuff away manually. So I'm going to show you the very first basic component of this storage system is a chest. And it doesn't even have to be a trap chest. Let's get a regular chest. Or you can also use anything with an inventory. Chests are nice because they get bigger. You can put two chests side by side and double the inventory. Can't quite do that with barrels. Barrels are still just a single chest's worth. So, but the good thing about barrels is if there's a solid block on top of them, you can still open them, even if they're facing up. You still open it. So, whereas if a chest has even one solid block on top of it, you can't open it. Okay? So, these are the basic components of our automatic storage system. Okay? First of all, you'd want to pick out an area that you're going to have your storage system in. And remember, it can look like anything that you want it to look like. But I definitely, I suggest putting your chest in the floor, or you can also put your chests on the floor and then build up around it so that you have a area to work with. Okay? So I'm going to put a chest in the ground, and here's the very first thing that we need to take a look at is how are we going to get all of our items in there? Well, that's easy. We use hoppers, just like we did over here. Remember to shift click, shift place. If you hold shift and place it, you can place it pointing in. If you don't hold shift, and you'll open the chest. So these work with barrels too. It's not just with chests. So you can put hoppers facing into barrels. So right on. Just like we did over here with our hopper mine carts and our hopper that's underneath our concrete machine. It picks it up and it puts everything into here. But we don't want to just dump everything into these. We want specific items only to go in here, right? Because we don't want to come over here and look through this chest and look for, shoot, if we had our diamonds floating around in the system somewhere, that wouldn't be very good, now would it? So we'll just grab some of those. So if we had them just heading through here, see how it'll pick them up. But we don't want to have to search through a bunch of cobblestone and a bunch of other crap to find our diamonds. And they could be some in here, some over there, right? So we'll make it so that only our diamonds or our redstone or our wood products or our anything we want to only goes in this chest. Okay? So how do we do that? Well, the easiest way is with an ImpulseSV item sorter. So he's made a really, really neat machine that works in Java Edition and in Bedrock. It's been around since like 1.8 when the comparators come out. So it's the easiest thing in the world to build. It only takes a few blocks. You will, however, need an anvil because you're going to rename some items later on. Okay, so that's how this whole thing works. Now, if we're going to set up our storage system, we're obviously probably going to have more than just one chest. So we're going to put up 2 of them here, and we can go as far that way and around the corner and all the way back and all the way around here as we want. This is completely tileable. You can set this up in slices, 1 wide. They are 5 blocks long and they are about 5 blocks tall. I'll show you how to make one. So first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you know where your chests are going to be in your hoppers. That way we know where we're going to put everything else. So get you a building block. It doesn't have to be wool. I like to use it because it's, you know me, I like yellow wool. I like any of the bright colored wools. It works really good. That way we can see what we're doing, right? Okay. So once you know where everything's going to be placed and you have your first hopper pointing into your chest, you want to go 2 blocks behind and set a block. Then you put a repeater on the top with no delay, and we're done. No, just kidding. We're going to need a lot more than that, but it's just as easy, okay? Right on. What we will need is we'll need some redstone dust out of our inventory there. And we're going to come over here. Remember, if we right click on this, it's going to set the delay. So we don't need any delay, but we need a block in front of that repeater and a block behind that repeater. Okay? If we just right click it, it's going to set the delay. Remember to shift. Okay? Right on. In front of this one, we're going to have a torch. Okay? Then we are going to set a block on top of our repeater, a block here, and a block out here. So you'll end up with a shape that looks like this. 3 across the top, move back 1 block, skip a block, another block, 1 block below, and the repeater. Okay? Then you'll need redstone dust here, here, and here. And a comparator right there. Now comparators are made with nether quartz. You'll have to have gone to the nether and picked up some nether quartz. They're made with 1 nether quartz, 3 redstone torches, and a 3 stone blocks, like the regular stone. This stone, not the cobblestone, not the smooth stone, not any of that. It's regular stone. Okay, right on. Then we're going to need the expensive stuff, these hoppers right here. But if you have one of these over here that makes you your iron, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about any of that. So right on. We are going to have a hopper pointing down into there. We're going to have a hopper use a temporary block. Get rid of that block. A hopper facing forward. Remember, if we shift, we can direct this thing anywhere we want to go. Okay. And then we'll have a hopper facing into there. See the little tail there? And then we'll have a hopper facing into that comparator. Now, if we hold shift, it'll face right into there. We can move this down. We don't need this hopper. So if we're building up above here, then we can save a hopper. Okay, so you're going to need a minimum of 4. It can be 5. You can go down 20 blocks if you want to. It's entirely up to you. So, and that's all but everything that you need, right? What we'll end up doing is we're going to rename some items to make a filter right here, because we don't want just anything going in there. If we throw it in there, it's going to grab it. See how it automatically comes on and it puts out a signal strength of 1. If we put a stack of diamonds in there, oh, look at there. It made it down here. And it's powering our repeater, which shuts our torch off. And then as soon as it gets to 45, the torch comes on, locks this hopper, and no more stuff can come in here. But I could still go up here and it'll pick up other things. So we just want diamonds to come in here, right? So we don't want none of that stuff getting hung up in there. So what I usually use is paper. Let me get a piece of that. And we're actually going to need 4 pieces of paper. And we'll come over here to our anvil. And we'll take all 4 of those and we're going to put them in there and we're going to rename this. I like to use something like filter, or you can rename it 12, or you can just it has to be something other than paper. Because regular paper will stack on top of these. So we need, I'm gonna call it filter, and I'm gonna take these out because we're making a filter. All right. So we come over here to our hopper that's facing into our comparator. You put these 4 right here, and that gives us a signal strength of 1. Okay, remember how it was that way last time? Well, if we put all these in there, it goes out, powers this redstone, which in turn powers this block. This repeater powers this block, which shuts the torch off and allows stuff to flow through. But if we look, there's 41 diamonds in there. The filters are still there. 23 diamonds are in here. And no matter what we do, if we grab a stack of podzol, for example, we can throw this on top of there all day long and it'll never pick it up, because we're filtering out everything except for diamonds. The only thing that could go in there is diamonds. So if we take these and throw them on there, see how they got picked up right away? Even when this is running, nothing can come through there except for diamonds. So that's how we get our filter to work. So see how it's 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks from your chest, and that's all you need. You can run water across the top like we did over here. If we have a water stream right here, and all we want is our iron that comes out of here to be filtered up, we can put a hopper right below here, and though this filter will filter out and pick up only the iron and put it in a chest. And there you go. And approved, we'll make what we'll do is we'll, oops, I always forget about that. What we'll do is we'll put another one right here, right next to it. Just so we can see it work right next to each other. And this only takes, geez, it only takes a minute or 2 to set up. Now, even though that linked up right there, you'll see this will never get, it will just never get full enough you'll never get a high enough signal strength for it to ever cross over. See how there's one there? Now this is a texture pack that you can get from vanillatweaks.net that tells you what your redstone power is. Okay? So that's not in the vanilla game. So it's just a texture pack. Now we'll put that guy looking in there. See? Just exactly like the other side. We'll need a torch. Put it right there. And this time we're going to filter out puzzle. See how it goes through, but the other diamonds don't go anywhere? It will get to 1 right here, which means it can't go across to here. It would have to be at 2 to make it to here. So no matter what, you put 64 of them in there, it only ever gets to 1. So it's overflow proof. Even if this completely fills up, your double chest is full of podzol, all of these hoppers are full, even this hopper is completely full, it will never force the one next to it to drain any of the diamonds that are in there. And there will always be 41 of them in there. And there you have it. That is the start of your storage system. So hopefully that has helped you out. I'm going to put out another couple short videos about what we can add to this machine, and we'll go from there. There you have it. The ImpulseSV item filter. Stackable, 1 wide, 5 blocks long. Easy peasy. Ought to be able to get her in a hurry. So, thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and if you learned something or you like it, give me a like, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe if you want. It doesn't cost you anything. So, I'll make some more videos, and hopefully you learned something. And just remember, have some fun and play some games. See ya.